Is there a new Poundcake podcast, by the way?
There is not.
There is not. Okay. Is there one coming next week?
I don't know. I haven't
He's got a lot of moving to do. So
Oh, that's
my
true.
guess
You do.
is
He's got a big
probably not gonna have
weekend.
time.
All right. Well, something to look forward to then, I guess. I will have the next Buzzard bike key for you within the next half an hour as well, probably before I go into that 3:10 break. This is the last week that you can get yourself one of these keys. So if you struck out thus far, you still have a handful of chances tomorrow and Friday. I guess that would be 6 more keys because Rover has one, Stansbury has one, and then I have one. So you'll get mine, the last one today, around 3:10. And then we're going to tell you about where to join us when we give this thing away. All the people who have won keys, one of them will fire up this 2022 Custom Harley, brand new, courtesy of Budweiser and MMS. We'll tell you where we're going to do that. I'll be your host for that. Very excited to see who fires up this Harley. I hope it's not the second person, you know?
Or the first.
You do one of these things, and I've done many of them over the course of my career, you know. I did, when I was on in Detroit, we did a big car giveaway, and I was doing the show. It was on in the morning then, and I was doing my show from a car dealership who had sponsored the car and whatever. And it was a big deal. It had all the qualifiers there, all the people who are ready to see who won. It was this sweet, it was like a Dodge Hellcat or something, right? It was all tricked out and doing the show live and talking to people. And, oh, it's exciting. And we're going to, here's this guy. I got like 30 people there with keys. And the first guy starts it right up. He's like, all right, everybody, thanks for coming. Hey, it's a lot of fun. Because you end up with 29 pissed off people. But
You're going to have 29 pissed off people anyway.
Well, but the way we're going to do it with this is hopefully they'll have a couple of pops in them and they'll feel all right. When we were doing it in the morning at a car dealership, now it was Detroit. So, yes, there were some people who were already drunk.
The workers.
Some third shifters who were coming off, and that's fine too.
They went a car and then drunk drive it out of them.
Hey, man, I fired it right up. Thanks.
Did you know about it? It's a free car. I did when that time you had free car. I'm driving wherever I need to drive it. You say $10,000 for DUI. Guess what? It's a free car.
$10,000 for a DUI?
I think that's the number, right?
Wow, is it?
That's what they say.
That can't be right. So these guys don't have a pot to piss in and have 8 DUIs?
And no money.
Right, but that can't be right.
Well, a lot of them just end up carrying debt with them.
Yeah.
Is that
DUI
how it works?
can cost you $20,000 or more, according to Forbes magazine. While every DUI is different, there's many factors.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
Because they take into account like time off work, if any damage happens to your car.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So they're kind of
Hold on.
told. They're figuring court costs and all this kind of crap. I'm just wondering, what is the?
I want to know what the out-of-pocket expense.
Okay, bail. First of all, if you get arrested, when you get arrested for a DUI, bail can be anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000, and you have to pay 10% of that for bond. Your attorney's
you could
fees,
be out. I mean, at the top, you could be out with $500.
Court fines, several $100s on your first, and then it goes up from there.
So they're figuring everything in.
DMV fees to like reinstate your license and all that kind of stuff.
Wow.
Towing and storage fees.
So
the thing that you got to blow into your car, you got to put one of those in there. You have to go to traffic school, which can cost up to $1,000.
Then how are people doing this multiple
They
times?
just don't have money. So if they get a DUI in a car,
But don't you eventually get thrown in jail?
I don't
They're a
know.
little lax about it from what I can tell.
It certainly seems to be, but
a
it's
lot
like
of people, a lot of chances.
I had a friend.
I would think you'd end up frigging homeless.
Well, a lot of people do. I had a friend who got her third DUI, and they gave her the choice of 6 months house arrest or 30 days in jail. So, I mean, it gets to a point where, yes,
Don't tell me. She took the house arrest.
She did. Yes, she did.
I don't know. I think I would do the 30 days in jail because you just get it over with.
You would not.
You just get it over with.
Then sitting in your house, you would already do that anyway.
6 months.
And they let you go to work, right?
I think she had to like apply for work privileges halfway through. That like they
Right.
didn't give it to her right away, because it's a punishment. And she worked at a bar, My other
Oh.
friend, she had like 4 of them, and they made her quit her job at the bar. They're like, you are no longer allowed in the state of Ohio to be
Right.
legally employed at a place that serves alcohol.
Oh, yeah, if you're a bartender, sure.
Yeah.
But I guess if you're working in an office or something, you could make the case that, like, I got to go to work. So then what do? You sit at your house with no money?
That's the whole point. This is a
But
punishment.
how do people pay their bills?
It's a
I
punishment.
don't understand what people are doing where they're like, I just get my 8th DUI. I'm 80 grand in the hole. Like,
Well,
how
because
do you
it
live?
gets to a certain point where you don't care anymore. It's an unfathomable amount of
But
money to pay
isn't
back.
everyone coming after you for the money?
What are they going to do? There's
You tell
nothing
me.
to-
I'm not law enforcement.
So what I'm telling you is there's nothing to take. What are you going to take?
They can't put
just-
you in jail?
They probably could.
Well,
but,
we have people hitting us up all the time like, yeah, man, I got 8 and I'm out
Right.
here driving and like,
But
wow.
if they put you in jail, that might cost more money than you owe them to house you and feed you and keep you warm and, all day, every day.
People, even with all of the technological advances in vehicular transportation that we've got, people cannot stop drinking and driving. They cannot. I wish I could quit you. Drinking and driving.
Almost
I just
like
can't. They're
it's an
spitting in their hand.
addiction.
Huh?
Almost like it's an addiction.
Don't get me
Or
started.
something that their body has
Don't.
become
All
chemically
right,
You're
let's
not
talk about dead
addicted
cats.
on.
You're
Bring
not
back the dead cats.
You're not addicted to driving when you're drunk.
You're addicted
Alcohol-
to drinking.
That's got nothing. That's half of the equation.
Sure.
Drinking is a lot of fun. It's
Not
the
fun.
driving part.
It's the part where you're already gone, dude. You're blotto. You don't know what you're doing.
There's plenty
Was
of
someone
people.
gonna physically take your keys from
There
you? No,
are
they don't care what you
plenty
do.
of people who drink a lot and don't drive home.
Yes, but those aren't the people who get
You can't.
DUIs.
You can. I
We're
know.
talking about people
You're
who get
never
DUIs.
going to make the case that people are, Your Honor, I'm a DUI addict.
No. I'm not saying that they're addicted to driving while drunk. I'm saying usually the people who get multiple DUIs have an issue with their drinking.
Well, obviously.
It's not casual drinkers
No
who go
one's-
out and have 2 that are
No
getting
one's
DUIs.
arguing that.
So that's what I'm saying.
But
is
that's
that the
still
people
the-
who are driving, you're like, why can't they stop? 'Cause
Why can't they stop the driving part?
They're already blacked out.
They're
Like,
not.
It's like trying to talk sense into a wall.
If they're blacked out, that's who you find passed out in the
Well,
front
don't
seat.
drive. That was
Dude,
easy.
no, I blacked out and crashed 6 cars.
You just didn't get a DUI. You
I
just
never got
lucky,
a DUI. I
yeah.
got lucky, but I'm saying it's not that I was in, like, oh, you know what? I have had 18 shots of Jameson tonight. I probably shouldn't drive. Nobody's thinking like that. You're thinking I had 18 shots of Jameson tonight. My brain stopped working 40 minutes ago.
And you've mentioned this before, and I'm going to bet you probably didn't get out and leave a note under their windshield wiper.
I never hit another car. I always hit like guardrails.
Oh,
or
I thought you like hit
trees
parked
or-
cars and
no,
stuff.
I've never hit another
Oh.
I
car.
thought the last one was
oh.
another car.
The last one wasn't. They were stopped, and I just like tapped into their
Okay.
bumper.
I was
It wasn't-
envisioning
there
you-
was no
There
damage
was
on
no
either
damage,
side.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
was envisioning you in your blackout drunk days leaving behind a trail of
No.
like dented cars, and nobody knows. You were like the mystery car smasher.
No.
There's all these angry people throughout Northeast Ohio who, if I ever catch the person who hit my car back in November of 2017,
No, I'd always like hop
I'd
a
thrash
curb
them.
and run into a telephone pole or something like that, and then my
Wow.
car is totaled. And there's nothing we can do about it.
Hmm.
But what I'm saying is that someone like me, it's not that I'm addicted to the driving. It's that I'm so far gone by the time it is time to drive that you're not going to tell me no.
Gotcha. Hey,
Didn't
Desert.
you, sometimes go home, like someone drive you home and then you go back to the bar?
All the time.
Like,
You'd walk?
I'd walk or I'd take an Uber. Or they'd be like, oh, it's time to go. You've passed out on the toilet.
So why take an Uber there but not take an Uber home?
Because they took me away from my car. If I had my car at my house, I would have driven it.
So your friends trying to do the right thing,
Yeah.
you completely pissed all over their good intentions.
Well, I wasn't
Hey, thanks,
there.
thanks for getting me home. I'm going back to the bar.
I didn't tell them that. They
Well,
go-
but they
dropped
would
me off
they
and
would
then-
find out
No, there's no
when
way for
you
them to find
crashed
out.
your car on the way home.
I wouldn't go back to that same bar usually
go,
because I'd
"Wait a
gotten
second."
cut off there.
But your friends wouldn't be like, "Wait, didn't I take you home the other night?" Yes, but then I went back and crashed my car.
It never happened in that sequence.
Really?
I would go back to a different bar because 90% of the time, if someone's taking me
Yeah,
home,
Alan.
I wasn't allowed to go back to that bar. I'd fallen asleep there. They'd cut me off. I puked.
No, I don't mean that. A friend takes you home.
Right.
I would imagine, friends you have conversations with, that friend, no matter what bar you went back to, that friend would never find out that you went back to
How
a
would
bar.
they?
I don't know, conversations or, hey, did
I'm
you
not
hear?
going to tell them.
No, but okay.
And I'm also
how
not
would they
going
know?
out and drinking with other people.
'Cause
I'm
people-
drinking by myself.
All right. I
I'm
don't
not like
I-
calling up my whole phone book like, hey, let's go out. At that point, no one wants to hang out with you
It doesn't
anyway.
sound like you know what you were doing because you were blacked out all the time.
Right, but what I'm trying
That's
to...
what you say. I didn't know what I was doing, so who do you know who you called?
But what I'm explaining to you is that when people get to the level of alcoholism, they don't really want to do it with other people. I want to go get drunk at the bar by myself.
Like Mickey Rourke and Barfly.
Sure. That's a nice contemporary reference that a lot of people probably get.
It's from the 80s.
It's 40 years ago.
That is, isn't it?
Yes.
So depressing. Drinks for all my friends. That's a great movie, though. Don't piss on Barfly.
And nobody's
Great
pissing on
movie.
it.
Or is it Barfly? Is it an adjective or adverb?
Barfly.
Barfly?
Oh,
He was acting very Barfly.
yeah, I got so drunk he was Barfly.
I mean, it makes sense.
Mickey Rourke in a dramatic role of his life. Barfly. Hey, Desiree.
Hello, my dear.
How are you?
And Mary, thank you for being so honest about your alcoholism. That's greatly appreciated.
Yep, no problem.
But yes, it is $10,000.
Oh, my.
for
You know this from
DUI.
personal experience, Desiree?
I had one 7 years ago. It cost me $10,000 between the lawyer, the judge, getting my car back, getting my license back, getting my insurance back, and then Mary knows this. You have to go through the 3-day detention at a hotel room
The summer camp, yeah.
to learn about.
Is the
But Mary never had a DUI, so she never actually had
I don't
to
know
go
about
through
it
that.
personally, but I had a lot of
But I
friends
think
who
we've
did.
heard what
Yeah.
Desiree's talking about, though.
Yeah.
Desiree, does the money does it change based on what your BAC was or no?
Well, I was smart because my parents were police officers, so I did not do the
Oh boy.
You didn't blow.
breathalyzer
Yep.
because depending on what ticket they're going to give you, it's on your blood alcohol level when you breathe.
I see.
Like felony or, yeah, like you could be triple the
Right,
legal limit
so-
and stuff.
Oh, right. So if you don't do it, it's an automatic 6 months to a year suspension, and then you have to go back to court and get a lawyer to get work privileges.
Hmm.
And if you blow, they can give you whatever they want based on your alcohol level content in your breathalyzer test.
Wow. All right. Are you doing
Yeah,
okay now,
it's-
Desiree?
Yes, I am much better. I'm in Mary's little space
Congrats.
where
All right.
No. I stopped drinking for quite a long time. I only drink every now and then. So I'm doing good. And I'm very proud of Mary.
Thank
She's doing great.
All right, good.
And I appreciate her
Right back
being
at you,
on the
Desiree.
radio.
All right, there you go. Mary is on this show. She's the patron saint of people who are
She is.
currently sober
You're
from
welcome.
alcohol. You're welcome.
Mhm.
She's doing
I
the.
took a big old swaller out of it, and I was like, "Uh-oh."
That lady sounds like she drinks again, though. It sounds
She
like
said
she's
she
a-
was sober
yeah.
for a while, and then
Yeah.
she's like, better
She's got it
with
under
it.
control. You think you'll ever get there?
No. You kidding me? I keep having relapse dreams, man. I keep having dreams where I'm drunk and I'm like hanging out with people and having a good time and cheating on Brian. And I'm like, man, what is going on? And then I wake up, obviously very glad that they're just dreams, but they've been happening more and more frequently.
Uh-oh.
Dude, it's terrifying. When dreams feel that real and then you wake up like I just threw away. Because in your dream, you are recognizing I'm throwing away 4 years of sobriety right now.
Yes.
It's terrifying. It
Yes.
feels so real.
You don't know you're having a dream.
Right. And then I get drunk and I end up at a park. I'm doing this or I'm doing drugs. And then I wake up like sweaty.
But in the
Like-
dream, you're having the time of your life.
Well, no, I'm embarrassed or like I don't want people to find out about it.
Ah.
So I'll be like sneaking around trying to hide the fact that I'm drunk from everybody. But
that's
I'm
part of the fun.
It's not fun. It's terrifying.
Oh. Alan, you are so dumb. DUI is fate. There's no control over if it happens to you or not.
It's fate that I never got one. 'Cause
Are you a pansy, Alan?
Hey, Nick. Oop, hold on. Nick's in Louisville, Texas.
Alan, you are so dumb.
Oh, boy. Nick, hello.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
How are
what's
you?
going on, Nick? What's up?
No, you're right. I just got, and Mary's right too. Can you hear me?
Yeah, turn your radio down, Nick. You're hearing us on a delay, I think.
I'm not on radio.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
We've been
I've
able to
heard
hear
you the whole time.
time.
Yes, I can hear you, Nick.
Okay, I'll try back.
Okay,
There's
thank
a
you,
reason
Nick.
why he got his 4th DUI.
He was calling from Louisville, Texas. Maybe their phones down there are on the electrical grid, and it's melting before our very eyes. I don't know.
Is that happening again down there?
Oh, it's always
Yeah,
happening in
yeah.
Texas. The only thing saving their ass is solar power, renewable saving their ass. They don't want to talk about that, but that's what's happening.
At least the stars at night are big and bright.
That's right. And the cops could never pinpoint the one vehicle because wasn't Mary's car like 6 different colors? Did you keep having panels
Yes.
replaced and on the car?
My last car that
you had like
I
a patchwork
ruined,
quilt car?
The one that I got before this one. The hood was black.
Yeah.
The car was gold, but half of the car was completely dented in. The whole passenger side was dented in from a guardrail.
So not exactly inconspicuous for somebody. If somebody had seen you driving erratically, they go, "Can you describe the car?" And under normal circumstances, somebody go, "It was a blue Chevy." In your
Yeah.
circumstance, they go, "Oh yeah, it was a gold car with red doors and a black hood." And
yeah, and a window that's just tape.
yeah, we got an APB on Ziploc plastic over the back windshield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my last one, and then I crashed that one for good. I totaled that one, and then I quit drinking, and now I have the car I have now.
Alan, I had to go to drunk class after a DUI, and my ex-high school girlfriend was in there with me. Hey, back together again.
What a
Just
meet
like
cute.
yeah.
fate. That sounds.
That's fate.
Yeah.
Now they're pregnant.
Yeah.
Just like old times, baby. It's like running the bleachers.
What
at
would
a
that
football
rom-com
game.
be called?
That would be Walk the Line. Get it? Like a DUI test?
I don't get it.
Oh. Blowing over?
Yeah.
Blown Away was already a bomb movie.
Mhm. Yeah. A movie about bombers. No, it
Field
didn't
sobriety.
bomb itself.
Sweet House Arrest, Alabama.
Field sobriety.
Field-
FEELED.
Yeah.
Field sobriety.
Hey, let me give you this Buzzard bike key. There's only a few of them left, so I hope you get one. We got this brand new custom Harley we're giving away, MMS and Budweiser. And you got a shot at firing this thing up and putting it in your garage and zipping around town, waving at everyone you see. So if you want the Buzzard bike key to hopefully win this for yourself, be caller 10 right now, and you'll get this one. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
It's the Alan Cox Show.
Everywhere on our free iHeartRadio app.
Or whatever smart device you have.
Just tell it to play the Alan Cox Show on iHeartRadio.
From the Universal Windows Direct Weather Center, WMMS Weather.
Scattered showers and thunderstorms for your Wednesday. Otherwise, mostly cloudy skies with highs in the 70s and 80s. More showers and storms possible through the overnight tonight with lows in the 60s and 70s. For your Thursday, scattered showers and storms, highs in the 80s.
This report is sponsored by Murphy Tractor.
You get more with Murphy Tractor John Deere. Each of our 29 locations has a diverse lineup